A very warm welcome back to the Western Wilds on Farming Simulator 22, episode 14, with me, MrSealyp. We're into March, and look at the money. We're nearly millionaires. As you saw from the pictures at the start, logging, I've done a load, and you'll see when we get down to our secondary sawmill, not the north sawmill, our main sawmill, how much I've got there. I've also put some more into our carpentry. That's all been chugging away. We have got gold to transport. That's ready to go, although we have run out of methane, which means that obviously my jobs I do in the morning is pallets transported and sold. Now, I'd switched off pallet production because I had so many. We were up to this point. I thought for the time being I'm going to switch it off until I put another process in to use pallets, or it's there. I can switch it on. I know it'll produce pallets really quickly, so as an income stream it works really well. I do need methane to continue with the gold, so I've bought up my silage. The potatoes I've bought up. We've got a whole lot of processes I'm going to be looking at today, so we'll be doing the gold. We are in golden days. I was hoping the wheat would be ready and it'd be full golden days. We'd be doing the golden wheat, and it's not ready yet. But that's not a problem either. I have removed the metal bridge and put in two wooden ones that were available through the Western Wilds local dealer. I'm going to be switching out the fertilizer, the digestate to fertilizer situation. I'm switching out because it's a 10-to-1 ratio, and thanks to Bear and Papa, a chat with a few different people, Bear and Papa had said there was a couple of other ones that I'd kind of overlooked. One of them was a 2-to-1 ratio but quite slow. One's a 4-to-1 ratio. I'd rather go with the 4-to-1 rather than the 10-to-1. We'll get more fertilizer, so we're going to sell. Actually, I'm going to empty all the fertilizer out of that. Obviously, I told us to sell it with the fertilizer in it. Empty the fertilizer out we've produced, get rid of that building, put a new one in. And we're probably going to put a new production chains building in as well today. We've got enough money. I don't need a harvester just yet. We've got loads of furniture. Again, when we go over there, I'll show you the carpentry. Like I said before, if you're going to use the standard in-game productions, you might as well use that packing plant mod, because the speed they process is incredible. I've got, well, you'll see when we get down there, it's absolutely bonkers. I'm trying to kind of get my head around it all. So what I want to do first of all is go around to here. 116,884 litres of silage, 47,000 because we added another open air garden in. So they are ready to start processing, so we should get our methane and our digestate going. Great guns. While that's doing that, and I'll wait to get some more methane, I'm going to bring some methane over to the gold. We'll get that running again. I'm going to sell a load, but I'm going to leave some in there so I can top up my gold production when I need to. Now, as far as the gold production goes, it's looking pretty good. I've moved these out of the... there were 3 pallets there, and 2 waiting to appear, so, I mean, hey, you can't odds that, can you? That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Now, these are 2.5 tons each pallet, and I've just realised what I've just done because I've... am I going to be able to do it? Yeah, probably. We need to take those to be sold. Actually, I've just suddenly realised I don't even know where I can sell it. I haven't even looked at selling points for gold and what it's even going for. I just have zero idea. Well, here we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Farmers Market 7. Sell everything in Tana. Hang on, that one there. Oh, that's just up. Oh, that's just around the corner. Price is dropping, but that's pretty good. So we'll get that in, I hope. I bought this because with the 3,500... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm sure I had a much bigger weight than that on the back. What was that? Oh, that was the wheel loader for doing the rocks, wasn't it? Yeah, so what I think I'm going to have to do, first of all, is just give these a bit of a nudge, the top 2 pallets off, because I'm not going to be able to pick those up otherwise. Don't really want to knock them over. Yes, these are pretty heavy. See if I can just grab one. Not everything. I'm not sure it's going to work, is it? Probably have to knock it a little bit further. I mean, it's why I probably, for something like this, I probably should use pallet forks, but there we go. Go forward that, let it drop. But finding something, I mean, I could put pallet forks in this, of course I could, but hey, why make my life difficult? I use this for a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we're going to get over to those other areas in a little while. We are, don't worry, farming will be coming. There'll be more farming. As soon as our fields are ready to harvest, there'll be more farming coming. I'm also looking at, God blimey, did that trailer go down then? I'm looking at, because of the building I'm going to put in today, the next production I'm going to put in, I'm looking at, now we kind of, I mean, just touched on grapes on Calmsden, but I want to do grapes because I need the raisins. So I need them. I'm going to need the raisins. So that will be something we'll be doing. I mean, we're going to go over 1 million today. We're going to be a methane millionaire. I mean, to be fair, most of our money, I would say probably split between, I would say some methane, some pallets. Those have been my two main earners. But I'm adding revenue streams all the time, and that's the, you know, the beauty of doing this is I can just add ones in. Oh no, that was way off. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh. It's the only thing with these straps on this. Again, probably another reason why I should be using a forklift. Come on, there we go. Gentle application of force in the correct direction. We should be fine. There we go. I'm also hoping when I get to where I'm going that it recognises there's gold on the trailer and I haven't got to unload them, because that could be a bit of a pain. Anyway, I will leave you for a moment and we'll get these loaded up. I'll then check on our methane situation. We'll bring some methane over here so we can get this production up and running again, and then we'll sell some. And then, yeah, be over to the sawmill, have a look at that. We'll have a look at the carpentry, then over to the main farm area, and we'll have a look at sorting out this fertiliser situation, and we'll get the new building in. New building, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, as I was saying, the area I'm doing forestry at the moment, field 43, sorry, I said I'd see you in a minute and then I didn't. Field 43, is it 47, whichever I'm on. I think I'm going to put grapevines, but like loads of them. Do a proper vineyard this time, so we can get a load of grapes on the go. So I think that's, like I've said in previous episodes, I've got so many ideas in my head of what I want to do, where I want to do it, how we're going to go about it. And every episode I do, I'm thinking, oh, I've got so much to do in this one, and I want to do this, and I want to show this, and I want to show that, but I can't do it and show it all in one episode, you know. You know, each one of those things should have, in their own right, be on an episode, you know. We should show the process or do what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to do 4 productions and a whole lot of stuff all in one episode. I want to, you know, I need to spread it out a little bit. Spread the fun and enjoyment. I'm sure those potatoes are going to be almost done. They don't take very long at all. I'm also terrified about the carpentry, how much stuff we've got on hand, but I'm sure it'll be okay. So we'll make a tiny bit of money. Oh, should not be flinging gold pallets around like that, really. Now put this on. That doesn't look very safe at all, does it? If I haven't got a strap, yeah, I have. And that one there, that will do. Sorry, I said I was going to see you in a minute and then carry on talking, didn't I? Surprise, surprise. I want to make an apology. This is to, and I know, so every episode when I say I was talking to, and I was saying to so-and-so, or, you know, and I do quite a lot, you know, because I do talk to a lot of people about various different things. And I want to apologise if I missed anybody, because the thing about it is, like I've said before, I get so many, oh no, that's not good. Oh, we are on the limit here. I might have to transport these separately. I need a longer trailer. This is only a 20 footer. probably should have gone for a 30 because I'm not sure those ramps are going to fold up without hitting that weight. And I don't want it to get really messy if it does. Okay. Oh, it's strapped down with... okay. Do the gold, worry about the rest in a minute. I should have put that further back on the trailer. I just assumed I would put, look at the suspension on my pickup. No, seriously, what you done? And I said that, I knew Jim would make sure the weight was right, you know. We're moving gold. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. I haven't got to go very far with it. As we drive past, let's have a quick check on here. How we're looking. Silage is nearly done. Methane, 64,000 litres. Digestate, 48,000 litres. Get in. And still the potatoes are going to carry on, I think. Yeah. I'm going to run out of silage in just a moment. There we go. Right, that was good timing, wasn't it? Let's get rid of this gold. I'm glad we haven't gone far, actually. Best price is just around the corner here at the container. There you go. We're going to clear 1 million. Oh, nice. 79 grand. Because each pallet isn't 1,000 litres, it's 1,900 and something. So, yeah, at 8 grand 1,000, that's pretty good. Right, take that around to here. Now, you've seen me do this before. Now, again, don't look up the thing and, oh, he's on 1 million, you know, might as well give it. No, not at all. We have got open covers, engine on. Let's fill up with methane. All right, we're going to sell this first load of methane because this will hold 50,000 litres and we've got 68, which means I've then got some to put next door and I can leave some as well. I'll get rid of this lot first. I haven't checked the price of methane. I don't know whether or not next door is the best price, but I'm just going to sell it there anyway. And I'm going to see you over at the carpentry and sawmill in a moment. And then, like I said, I mean, we've got products to get rid of from there, and then we will move on to the main farmyards, which over the fertiliser do that, and then I don't really know. Oh yeah, the new facility, of course. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any potatoes ready to go though. That's the only problem. We'll see. So, we are over here at the sawmill and carpentry. I have just sold that one full load, 50,000 litres, 202,000, we're up to 1.2 million, just over 1.2 million. And I've taken the full load of digestate, 50,000 litres, over to the main farm, which we'll get to later on. Now, when I said I've been busy, in the picture at the start of the episode, I hope kind of showed that. Bottom right, in here now we've got 274,000 litres of wood waiting to be processed. I haven't switched that on yet. I'm waiting. Again, if I decide I want to do beams and planks, if I'm going to do another production using both of those for barrels or pallets, cardboard or paper, I think I need beams and pallets if I'm going to do cardboard and potato. I think paper. I think you have to do it in that order. So 274,000 litres in here. I can switch that back on whenever I want to. That's good. I know that's a kind of backup. That's made me that honestly worth its weight in gold, as well as the gold itself. Our carpentry, since yesterday, overnight, this is what we're looking at. This is all furniture. This is all wood pellets. If we go and look in here, you'll see that this filled up. I've got at the moment 129,000 litres of wood I put in. It's already processed some of that. I've got 94,422 litres of planks. That's coming from the North Sawmill into as well. Wood chips, 175,000 litres on hand. Furniture, 25,223. that's in storage that hasn't come out yet because this is in the way, and 9,345 of pellets. So I've got loads, tons of this stuff to sell. The wood pellets, we've now got a sell point in. I don't know if you saw it when I drove past between the gold and the silage clamps. I've put a sell point up on there, so we can take our wood pellets and we can sell them there, which I think I'm going to do. I have bought one of these trailers to do that rather than load them all up onto a low loader. I thought it'd be quicker to do it this way with one of these. Furniture prices, I haven't looked at the furniture prices either. Where's the best place for furniture? And we will get our furniture delivered and sold. Train yard, that's the best place. Since we've got a load of money, a couple of things I'm going to do now then. Like I said, oh, I've got so much I want to do. I want to buy another plot next to where our barley is. I want to put corn in the ground. I want to get a bigger tractor. I want to get bigger. I probably want to get a new set of mowers. I know I've only had that one. I've used it a lot off camera. I did a lot of mowing, but I want to be able to do more quicker. So I want to upgrade that. What else? Oh, there's so much I want to do. It all costs money, but if we go into here, I'm going to buy this plot because I'm thinking when Gaz said about putting a ramp in to make it easier for unloading pallets, I might do that. So I'm going to buy that plot for 75 and I'm going to buy this plot next to our barley. So at the moment we've got grass, we've got wheat in that one, we've got barley in that one, I've got sugar beet in that bit there. Let's buy that. So right, I'm going to do the... I've got some in here already. How do I open the door? There we go. If I drive around the back, I think this thing does, is it 15,000 litres? I can't remember. As you can see, I've grabbed the other pickup because the other one was in use. And I thought, okay, when I bought this, I've got a pickup up at the main store. Might as well just use that. There we go. So we're now filling up with our wood pellets. It's not taking from there though for some reason. And then furniture will come back. So I've got so much here. I think what I might do is set these onto, I don't know whether it's just Hulk production. Yeah, look, so many. Oh no, it's 20,000, isn't it, this one? Another pallet will appear in a minute, or that'll be furniture. Anyway, so what I can do is let's get that one out of the way. Put that with the rest of our furniture. I'll come back for that later on. We'll take that to the train yard. Yeah, look at this. Just so much of it, and it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that it's working this way. It's awesome. So what we're up to now, right, that's our full 20,000 litres. Let's close that. More pallets are appearing. So let's say, yeah, carpentry, it's 60 grand, it's no more expensive. Get this one. You get your wood pellets, you get your furniture, they produce at a really good rate, you might as well. So I'll take this over, we'll look at putting a ramp in. The furniture will need to be sold, I'll come back for that. So that's all looking great. I think what I'll do is I'll wait, oh no, hang on, whoa, before I go. Yeah, we'll do our vineyards next episode. I was even thinking about doing maple syrup as well. And we haven't even started on livestock or anything else. Yeah, so what I want to do, build mode. Productions, this was the new production I want to put in, because we've already got this stuff. So again, right here, we've got the cereal factory. That does cereal, wonderful. If we go along to the packing facility, it's 20 grand cheaper for the food factory. It will still do that product, it will do that production. Which way around do I want it? I think it's that way, isn't it? Hang on, just need to check something. Don't want to get this the wrong way around. Let's get those on. Try that again. There we go. Nothing around the back. Let's going to put that in that gap here, I think. I know it's where they had. Oh, is it going to be cables in the way? Come on, straighten up. Little tap, that might do. If I can get those overhead cables to go between the pipes or behind them, or between, that's kind of alright, isn't it? Is that about right? I'll try and see if I can. There we go. So I'll do a bit of work there. So now we've got our food factory in, which is what I was kind of aiming for. Now this, the first recipe I can do straight off the bat is crisps, because we've got sunflower oil being produced over there, which is coming from our open gardens, and we've got potatoes that we're producing as well. I'm going to stick in another greenhouse, open garden for potatoes, so we can supply the, at the moment we can supply the biogas plant, but again, once we've got sugar beet, I've got sugar beet and sugar beet cut, that can go to the biogas plant, potatoes can come here. But the things we can do in this one as well, if you didn't see the mod review, like I said, if you didn't see it, we can do cereal. That's another reason why I'm saying about doing grapes, because I need raisins. I'm going to do a field of corn and we're going to do some oats. Honey I'm already producing, that's great. I'm going to put some more beehives in. If we go down another one, we can do ketchup, we can switch over and do some tomatoes, sugar at some point. Salad stuff, if we want to do that, we can do some olives, maybe. But this one we can do straight away. I've already got this stuff, so we can get crisps going too. So, already looking good. Let's turn that back off again. I'm going to get all of this. So I'll see it again. I'll see in a bit. I'm going to get the wood pellets delivered, get the furniture delivered. I might show me doing one of those, because like I say, if I can, I don't think it's going to work if I just drive up alongside of the train yard. But with this trailer, if I can back up a ramp over the thing, I can set it all in one go rather than having to muck around unloading a pallet at a time. I have also set all my greenhouses now to distribute. Now I'm not sure where they're distributing to. I thought they were distributing to the sunflower should be distributing to the oil shack, and the potatoes should be distributing to the biogas plant, but they might be distributing to my pallet storage building. So we own this plot here now. That can all be cut like I did with the other ones. I'll tell you what though, when we do get around to it, when we do get our harvests going and we start rotating through crops and stuff, we're going to need big... Oh, and this is my bridges. So the wooden bridges, I completely missed them. They're part of this, they're here anyway. And when I drove across the one along there, I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, and I checked, and they're not under decoration, they're under plants. If we go into here, again, this is just a kind of, just a heads up. If you didn't know, you probably did already. If we go to landscaping and go on to plants, and scroll up, is it under plants? Maybe I'm oh no, it wasn't. It was decoration, sorry. It was the rocks I was thinking of. It was on decoration another, but you have to go right the way along because there's a lot of stuff. I've got a couple of Alien Jim's packs in here as well, but you just keep going and they're right, right out on the end. So I thought if I put two of those next to each other, whereas before if I was bringing a long vehicle or one of my articulated lorries, my tanker, something like that, I was having to kind of swing out into the crops to get round. I don't have to swing as far because I can come across more at an angle like that rather than trying to get across a narrow bit. I mean, I could even put three next to each other and then I haven't got to worry at all. And it's not any problem driving across the middle, it's all absolutely golden. So I'm going to head to the train yard once I've got that done. So then I'll see you back here. I've got my tanker full of digestate. We're going to switch out our digestate building, so the one that's making fertiliser. Yeah, I think definitely another open garden for potatoes. I'm just thinking of crops again, what we're looking at so far then. So sugar beet, grass, wheat, barley, potato, sunflower in the greenhouses. I want to do corn in the N1, we'll get grapes going over there. When the wheat field is ready and harvested, I'm going to put oats in that one. So our productions as we move forward, we can go and start looking at various different recipes and different things we can have a look at. You know, I'm just curious to see where we're going to be. Now, as far as ramp goes, I think I've got one installed. Again, I'm not sure. That should be under... Oh, hang on, it might be under tools, is it? Never quite sure. Oh, there we go, tools. Is that too high or is it alright? Turn that off. That seems a bit high. What about that one? That's better, isn't it? Woo. Nope, don't like that. Is that about right? I want it to go right into the side of the carriage. That being said, I need to zoom out, don't I? Is that just a... So is that a bit... You know what? No, I'm going to do it. I can always remove it if I don't like it. I can always remove it, but why not? Just going to make my life a little bit easier. Let's open the gates. Tailgate, doors. Please unload automatically. Please, please, please. Oh, I've taken these to the wrong place. Oh, hang on. Have I taken these to the wrong place? I meant to take these up to my other sell point. It was the furniture I was supposed to be bringing here, wasn't it? Sorry, I got myself confused. Where are we? Yeah, they won't take them here. Well, at least I put the ramp in. Right, I'll see you in a bit. We'll get the furniture. I'm back here at the main farm unit. The furniture has been sold and the pellets have been sold, and we're back up to 1.2 million. So even buying the land and buying the new building, we're brilliant. This trailer is fantastic for collecting things, and it will work very well with the pallet storage building. So if I have stuff distributing to that or wherever I want to put it, I can put them into there. For transportation, it's brilliant. The ramp will work much, much better with an open trailer. So with a flatbed or something like that. Because it wouldn't unload from this, so I had to unload this, then do the pallets, like I did with, as you saw, with the pallets up at the other sell point. So that's just one of those things. What I've got to do now is fertilizer out of my production, demolish the production, build the new one, and then put our 50,000 litres. I'll whiz back over because I think I've got a bit more still sitting at the biogas plant. But we should be about 15,000 litres. Was it 15,000 or 16,000? I'm trying to remember how much we made. It was something along those lines, or am I going to surprise myself and find it was way more? So this is what we've been producing at a 10-to-1 ratio, and then, oh yeah, 15, well nearly 16. And as I said in the previous episode, whatever it was I did, and I took the digestate, sold it at the slurry yard, and then bought fertiliser. You can do it either way round, you know, doing it that way round, yeah, I can probably make more money, get more fertiliser by selling the digestate at the slurry yard, making the money and buying pallets of fertiliser from the farm supply pack. You know, that kind of makes sense. But what I need to do now then, let's move that out of the way, gathering equipment here. Oh yeah, I've put another greenhouse, open garden in. So I've got 6 running potatoes now and 2 running sunflower. Am I likely to do more? Who knows? Maybe. I really don't know at the moment. So this has got to go. Okay, that's done. 54,235 because it was quite expensive to build in the first place. The new one we're putting in is about 75 grand. So to be fair, that's 54 grand towards the price of the new one. So it's not the end of the world. So let's get the new one built, shall we? Excellent stuff. Actually, it was 55 grand. So we sold the other one for 54. This one cost 55. Not bad at all. So what we've got to do now is digestate in, fertilizer out. And this, I'm pretty sure this is a 1-to-1. Let's double check around here, shall we? So, right, solid fertilizer. Yeah, 1 to 250, so 4-to-1. That's brilliant. That's better than a 10-to-1 ratio. So what we'll do is, sorry, mucking around with all the switches. Actually, was that sign one of the things? Yeah, that wasn't there, was it? That's got to be that one. Yeah, that's better. Now I'll go back and get the rest. I'm still waiting on my I really need my crops to grow. I've got so many things I want to do with the crops and the products and we're open. There we go. So solid fertilizer on. And that's producing. I'm going to whiz over and go and grab the last of it. So that's that job done. So all of those things are done. New silo in for doing the fertilizer. I think that looks, it fits better. I like it. I think I prefer that one. Now I'm off to the store because in between doing all these bits and bobs, I've made a decision. I'm going to buy a bigger tractor. I'm going to buy a new set of mowers. I'm also going to buy a plough because we need to work on this end section. The new plot, I'm going to mow it as I've done with all the others. I'm going to windrow it. Well, actually, the mowers should windrow if I get the right ones. I'm going to collect it all with the loading wagon and put it into my silo so I can carry on chugging away producing silage. And then I'm going to plough it out with a bigger tractor. I'll be able to use a bigger plough. So this whole section, I don't know how much grass I'll get off of it, and it doesn't really matter. That's all a bonus. And then I'm going to put corn into that one. The corn won't be put in today, but I think I'll do the mowing and the ploughing before the end of this episode. So we've got a fair bit done actually. Gold delivered, pellets delivered, furniture delivered, new facility, which again, I need more potatoes, but the facility's there. So we'll do potatoes and sunflower into our new facility just over there to get crisps up and running at some point fairly soon. If I get the field prepped next episode, we'll buy ourselves a planter and probably a seeder. I don't know how I'm decided yet. I wanted to get to a point where I had a bigger tractor. I feel a bit bad about the mower because I've been buying things as I've been progressing up through the sort of horsepower ranges and larger equipment. Had I bought seeders early and had smaller ones, I'd now be selling them. I kind of learned that lesson earlier on in the episodes. I was buying vehicles and equipment, not using them for very long. I say not using them very long, I mean a couple of months. And again, remembering it's a microcosm of, the couple of months in game relates to potentially ages in real life. It's that kind of, would you buy a tractor and in 2 months get rid of it? I mean, I suppose it depends. You might buy a tractor and then decide actually hasn't got the horsepower we thought it was going to. It wasn't as good as we were going to. We trade it back in, or you might have a deal where you had it on a short-term lease, or I don't know. But we can work something out. Oh, that's something I remembered. Oh no, I'm putting the wrong thing in. No, I was supposed to digestate, not methane. How much methane have I left myself in there? I need enough to keep the gold production running. 13,000 litres, that'll do another fill up. That's alright, that'll be right for another day. Alright, I'll go and sell this. Oh, meant to digestate. What a muppet. Yeah, I don't know if I finished my thought process earlier. I'll have to check when I edit, but I was saying about did I say I wanted to apologise, or did I just think it? It was about, when I say about different people who've messaged me and people who've given me ideas, told me stuff or thought about stuff. And sometimes I get really confused about who said what, and I really do apologise. I did it in the top corner in the other episode, and it was Bear and Papa, and I think I said 2 or 3 other names, and I think I put it up in editing. I want to apologise in advance if anybody at any point has given me an idea, and I've attributed that idea to somebody else by accident or by mistake. I do apologise. as I've said before, I get so many messages and so many comments and so many on so many different platforms. I'll often suddenly remember something during an episode and I'll trawl through trying to find who it was, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I remember or think I've remembered and I get the wrong person, so apologies if I've got the wrong name. I know what it would be like if it was me doing it and I'd given someone an idea and they did their video and they said someone else's name. I'd be sitting there leaping up and down going, I said that was me, I want to get the credit. I kind of understand that, so I do apologise if I have got anyone's names wrong. So anyway, I'm going to go and get a tractor. Yeah, very excited. Let's close the covers. Let's head back. So here it is. She's a beaut. I've wanted one since it came back out again. The Class Zerion. I've gone for the 5000, 530 horsepower. I've gone for the Vicon. This is a 10 point Vicon Extra 7100 to 10.3 metre, something like that, 10.2 with the front mower that goes with it. And I bought a John Deere 2410 plough, 16.7 metres. That's going to work well. So yeah, we're up in the game. We're up in the game now. Adding the ramp in. Thank you to Mr. Daddy Gaz. We are ramping up. We are ramping up our farm. We're ramping up the Let's Play. I might swap out the little orange. I mean, I use it for fertilising, but it's not very fast across the ground. It's only, I think it's like 16 miles an hour or something. It's not very fast. If I'm going to use a fertilising, a tractor specifically for fertilising, I bought it originally because it was cheap, decent horsepower. But I think if we could, I know we can make money. I mean, look at what I said. 1.2 million we were on. We're now down to 668,000, which is still amazing. But half of our money has been used already, gone, because that's how it works. It's quite crazy actually. I've got the rear mower on swath dropping. So we'll open the rear mower up, and like I said, I'll get this all done. I'll get this collected. This means we can use much bigger gear, much bigger equipment, bigger planters, everything, you know. It's going to give us a bit more bang for our buck, so to speak. Let's turn that on. Got to make sure I'm not near you. It gets a bit funny about. You don't own this field, mate. Clear off. No. Why is that turning? Oh no. I haven't got a front PTO, have I? It used to work, you could get it to work, but it won't now. Without a front PTO, I can't get it to operate. No! Which means I can mow and leave gaps. Oh, I didn't think of that. I thought I'd get away with it. The only other option, if I switch it out for a standard front, maybe I could put one of the crated 3 points on it. There's such a lot of money around that, considering it has a 3 point. Yeah, but I don't turn the rear one on because it can't run the front one without the PTO. Well, that's frustrating. Give me a minute, let's see if I can get this sorted out. Turn that off. Let's disconnect that. Let's see if I can't sort this out. Okay, moment of truth, I'm back. Crated PTO, a 3-point link. So I could have had 3-point link that comes with the tractor, with a PTO, or without a PTO. This one, crated, goes on the front because it's got a front hitch, so I'm not doing anything untoward because it would have had a 3-point link anyway. It's just, well, actually I don't know if it'll work, but let's see first. Yes, excellent. Turn that on. Let's back up a bit then. Just come back over that. Let's rock and roll. Awesome. Awesome, I'm so happy. I'll cut kind of close up to the barley crop next door, and oh, this is going to take me a bit of time anyway. Actually, yeah, the John Deere back then, the John Deere self-propelled, did its job, worked brilliantly. We've moved on. I found someone new. I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. So, yeah, I've got all this to do. I don't know how much we're going to get off of it, but it doesn't matter. It's all bonus grass. And then, like I say, we will be putting corn in this. Stop it there, I think. Raise it up. Don't want to be done for exceeding track limits, do we? I'll come back and mop any other bits up that I need to later on. The Vicon stuff I'm using, that was... The Giants add this in later on. I'm sure it's Giants. It was part of the Vicon, Caverna and the Vicon DLC, wasn't it, originally? I think. I might to grab my little windrower out, because I'm sure when I get to some of the edges and it tells me you don't own this field, so I'm going to do that, because that's going to tell me when I'm getting close to my boundary. As long as I can run my strip around the outside, I'll use the small windrower we've got to bring the stuff in. It'll just be a case of running up and down. And I think that tree is just on the boundary. Looking at the map, it's going to tell me any second, isn't it? Get off my land. There we go. I'll collect some of that payroll. Yeah, I might get away with collecting it. So, straight line up. We have a new tractor, and she's a beaut. I love the sound of it. I haven't put a rear weight on it, so this one I can rotate the cab round. So if I want to do any work off the back and go the other way, I absolutely can. 530 horsepower. Yeah, it's no slouch. I know there's tons of modded stuff out there, and I spent ages and ahhing looking through. I was looking at there's some really nice John Deere stuff, but there's loads of great stuff. But from when this got kind of reintroduced, I was like, you know what? No, I want that. I want one of those. But the Let's Play I was on, I didn't really have the space for it, didn't have the room for it, but I do on here. It can really kind of stretch its legs and we can have a bit of fun. So, yeah, all good. Reached our boundary. I will see you later on. I'll have all of this mowed. I'll have all of it collected. I'm just going to lease a loading wagon, forage wagon like I've done before. Am I going to buy one at some point? Probably. And the thing is, I could buy one now. I know I can build my money back up, so I could buy one now. Absolutely. But I think for the time being, I'll lease it again. And then, so when you see me next, we'll probably be whizzing out with our new plough. 16.7 metres. We'll give that a go. Take too long at all. Happy days. Just going to tidy this corner up and then we'll carry on. That's better. It took a while, it's 10:32, but we are now done. Grass is mowed, grass is windrowed, grass has been collected. Our grass to silage fermenting silo was down to under 400,000 litres, I think 350 odd. We're now up to 857,000 litres, I think, so we've done well off this field. We can keep chugging. The great thing about that is I suddenly had a thought while I was doing it. If I decided to do sheep, which I don't know why I haven't done before now, I was kind of focused on cows so much. Sheep, I'm just going to need grass or hay. But the great thing about that silo is I can put the silo in, it's chugging away and it's fermenting, but I can go to the outlet pipe and I can take grass back out again. So if it hasn't been transformed into silage yet, I can still use the grass. So I can use it as a storage silo for that. So if we decide to do sheep, that's not a problem, we can do that. So our 16.7 metre plough, that's the next step. We're going to plough this out. I have also, while I was doing the grass cutting over our sawmill, I've set that again for planks, and I think we've got 16 pallets on the floor, which is the maximum it'll take, and then 29,000 litres, so another 29 pallets worth stored up, ready to come out. So what I will do at the end of this episode, between this and the next one, I'm going to load up the trailer and I'm going to take another load of pallets to be sold to the train yard, just to bump the money up a bit, because in the next episode I want to then look at probably sticking in a couple more beehives, and we're going to get our cedar plant. I was thinking of that Great Plains one, the one that does everything. I don't know if that's a bit, it's not cheating, but it makes it easier to have one that does everything, really, doesn't it, I suppose. So I want to put this on, allow create fields, drop it down. So rather than doing 9 metres at a time, we can do 16.7. This is going to make life a little bit easier. I'm going to leave a little border again, like I've done before every time I've done the ploughing, just so I don't hit the edge. And also I'm going to put a crop in the ground. When you come to harvest, I know on some maps sometimes you have that situation where if you're right on the boundary of what you own, it won't let it harvest, and it can get really funny. You don't own this field and then you lose part of your crop. I want to try and keep it as straight as I possibly can. Oh, that's a nice big chunk of ground we're covering. It's not going to be perfect. The other side's going to be easier because I can run it. I'm going to leave a bigger gap to the side because I don't want it, like I said before, I've got barley in that field, and I don't want to, when I'm harvesting or when I'm seeding next time or anything like that, I don't want to jump the gaps. I probably will do the perimeters myself when I do these fields, and then I will do the interiors. But it's just, you just have to be careful sometimes, especially again if you come to plough a field and it decides it's going to jump the line, plough into a crop you've got planted, and then it all just becomes a huge mess, and I don't want a huge mess. Wow, that's made really like work of that. Let's go to about there, swing it round. I'm loving the class. Now obviously I'm not saying, no, this is a big map, we're going to have a lot of big fields, we're going to make a lot of money. I'm going to probably be on those ones like I did with Stone Valley where I might have multiple harvesters. Is this going to be the only big tractor we have? No, of course not. I was looking at the Steigers, and I love those too. There are some, I play farming simulator. I love them all. Tractors is my thing. Farming, that's the same as any of you watching. So yeah, this was just the one I decided to go for first because I really wanted it, and then we'll choose something else next. But yeah, we got a fair bit done, and I'm doing farming again. Don't worry. And I'm assuming next month, into April, I'm hoping our wheat will be ready to harvest. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But obviously, next episode we've got the plants in this field to be done. Between this episode and the next one, I will probably lime this, and actually I won't need to fertilise it yet. I'll lime it first and then worry. So I want to leave a gap, probably about, it's a big field so it doesn't matter if we leave quite a big gap, about that I think. Maybe it's too wide, maybe I would gain a lot more crop if I didn't, but I'd rather leave a bit of a boundary. I know I keep saying it, and I don't want to annoy people, or that's the last thing I want to do. Is every time I'm on here and I'm playing and I'm sort of doing an episode and I'm thinking, okay, what can I do next? I'm loving the fact that on here the ideas are just flowing, and I'm loving the fact that I was thinking to myself, oh, we've got some big fields now, and I've done a lot of logging, and we're making money now. That's great. We can buy bigger gear. Once we get our wheat and barley going, we'll be able to get some Total Mix ration done. I could go and buy Total Mix ration now. I could go and buy the straw if I wanted to now, but I want to do it myself. But also that thing of progressing forward, I do want to run multiple harvesters. I do want to have multiple tractors. I do want to have bigger gear. So that's kind of where I want to be at. So yeah, there's loads to do. I'm just really enjoying it. I know someone asked the other day, am I going to go back to Fruling? I did say Fruling was like to be a short one, and I'm loving the old vehicles and old machinery. This one's just got me hooked at the moment, and every day, like I say, because I've got all these different ideas and lists of things I want to do and next steps, and I want to kind of just keep on with this for a bit longer. I know, you know, if you are a Fruling fan, you may not be happy about that, but unfortunately, I think that's about right. That's what we're going to do. And I think, just trying to think, yeah, beehives I do between liming, fertilising here. Yeah, next episode we'll get ourselves a planter or seeder. I'll have a look through. I want to get something fairly big. I mean, this is 530 horsepower, so it'll pull most stuff. Shouldn't have too much of a problem. But I just think I can make my life easier. I can do. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have one of each. I'd rather have a seeder and a planter. But we'll see financially. I want to put corn in the ground next, so maybe we'll go for a planter first, and then we'll look at a seeder. And then obviously, yeah, vineyards. I want to do grapes over where I'm doing my logging at the moment. Just suddenly thought of that as well. So yeah, we'll get a whole load done. But we are now at the end of this episode using my new gear that we bought. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're still enjoying it. If you are, and if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.